subscribers, this is Tortimer the Great. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Hexath'locke Season 6. For whatever reason, I always go to say Pokemon Showdown. But yeah, welcome back to Season 6 of the Hexath'locke. You guys gave me some feedback last episode. I was kind of throwing around the idea, like, what do you guys want to see? Do we want to see every little nook and cranny? And we do have some paths, or some routes coming up that are going to probably take us a couple of episodes to get through, but pretty much, we didn't get a ton of feedback, but the couple of people who did respond were like, nope, play everything as is, etc., etc., don't bother cutting anything out. So, yeah, we're just gonna continue on. Trevor's here, and I think we have to head north of town, maybe? Oh, nope, not in there. Come on out now. North of town is where we're gonna head. If we can figure out a way to get up there. Nice windmill action there. There we go. Okay, I think this is where we're supposed to go. But yeah, I have, you guys can see on the sidebar there, I believe. Yes, I have switched out her ratio for Bandito. Now we're coming up on an ice route, so may not be the best bet, but brr, it's so cold here. You just came at the start time. The body's warm with some vigorous battle. But in looking ahead, and remembering from my recent watching of the Gen 6 anime, the next gym coming up is the Psychic Gym. So I figured we would get Bandito out here, that he'd probably be a good one to have around. Now, I'm probably up against a Dragon Ground type. Probably not the best bet to have him out here. Now, does it have the Dragon typing at this point? I don't know. We're going to switch in Leo. And Leo can take whatever this thing has. Yeah, so we've got the Psychic Gym coming up, so I grabbed our Dark type just to be safe. We don't really have a whole lot of other good coverage to combat Psychics. And since it's like the 7th gym, I expect it's going to be pretty challenging. Now, I don't really remember so much from like actually playing and whatnot, but I do think it'll be a good bet to have Bandito, since he's one of our active team members. We'll get him on board and all that, so that'll be good. I'm gonna Mega Evolve Leo here, and then we'll finish off this Hiker's Vibrava. Leonardo! I still love that. I love that we have been able to take this little Squirtle from Season 1, and he popped up again in Season 2 as our transfer, and he did great for us both seasons, and then all the way now in Season 6, he's popped back up again and able to Mega Evolve. I just think that's so cool, and I'm glad that you guys were excited to see that happen as I was, because you obviously voted for him to show up. But Leonardo wants to learn Iron Defense. I got rid of Withdrawal to teach Water Pledge. Now, Iron Harness Body Elixir sharply raises defense stat. I kept Protect over Withdraw. I don't know, I still feel like Protect's gonna be more useful. Like, Leo's defenses are pretty good. I don't know. I think we're gonna stick with Protect. I think we're gonna stick, because I just think in specific instances, Protect is gonna be much more useful than potentially just raising his defense. There we go. Oh, that was the only one he had. Okay. Is it cold, snow, and ice around me at the same time? Well, I don't. Yeah, you're cold. Okay. Hold on. There we go. That seems like a good level for that. Okay, so we got a river here. This reminds me of some Gen 5 stuff. There's a particular route that seems similar. Care for Sky Battle with the Sky Trainer? Ooh, yeah, why not? Although we only have Sherlock, probably. I guess we'll see how this goes. She's got 2... Carvine, no Levitate? Well, at least Sherlock should be able to handle Carvine. Now, hold on. Do we have anybody? Yeah, no, Sherlock's our only Pokemon. But this thing's level 41. Okay, we should be alright. Let's give it a shot. Let's go ahead and fly. Flew up high. Okay, Carvine used Toxic. Buffeted by the hail. Alright. Sherlock uses Fly. Let's see what this does. It is Stab. Not enough to kill in one go, though, and unfortunately Sherlock's going to get Toxic. But we can heal. I think we'll finish off the Carvine, and then we'll worry about, I guess I don't, well, no, maybe we should take a minute here, because I honestly don't know what the Carbine's going to really have to offer, and I think it might be better to go into the next round healthy. So let's go ahead. I'm not too worried about what Carbine's going to potentially throw up at us. Being a flying type, I'm not super worried about the grass type, especially since it's not a grass poison type. Leaf Tornado. Oh yeah. We'll take that. That'll be fine. Accuracy foul, though, which could potentially be an issue. Is the hail going to finish off Carvana? Nope, not quite yet. Okay, so let's go ahead and just finish off Carvana here. Extrasensory is going to land. Beautiful. Alright, I'll take that, no problem. So Carvana goes down. What else could we expect to have? Probably a Talonflame or something, I would guess. Just send in Swanna. Okay. Swanna. Let's throw up the Dazzling Gleam. That's stab and special, so Sherlock should have... Oh no! Oh no! Sherlock. Okay. Alright, so we gotta heal Sherlock. Yikes. I don't want to lose my transfer for a random side battle that I just thought sounded fun. Okay. There we go. I guess if Wash were still alive, Sherlock would have had some backup. Potentially. If Wash was on the team at the moment, but, okay, Sherlock took that much better. Okay, alright. That first one might have been a crit, and or Sherlock was just... Oh no, it might have been a crit. Okay, Dazzling Gleam. Oh! Setting up the Aqua Ring to heal. Come on, Sherlock, you can do it, buddy! I believe in you! I believe in you! Healing up with the Aqua Ring. Alright, bud, you got this. You got this. Yes, it lands. Now let's see what's that going to actually do. Okay, good enough. Good enough. What was that? Ooh, another ice cream. Okay, hang on, Sherlock. Hang on, buddy. Hang on. We got you. We got you. Okay, beautiful. Heals up a little bit. But that's okay. Alright, gonna heal up Sherlock. Let's do that. And then if we can get one more hit landed, we should be good to go. I'm just going to keep throwing out that Ice Beam. Whew, okay. Yep, super effective. Okay. Get buffed. Come on. Come on. Taking forever here. Okay, yeah, it's just Dazzling Gleam. Yes, and it lands. Beautiful. Alright. Good work, Sherlock. Attaboy. We appreciate your effort. 48. Wow. Okay. I kind of did a little bit of grinding since last episode. Got everybody up to level 45 at least, because we had been starting to get a little under-leveled for the things that were around us. And I looked ahead, and it seemed like level 45 would be a decent level to be at, considering going up against the gym soon and everything like that. Alright. Allern can stay up front for the time being. Let's keep on, keeping on. Is something wrong with the Frost Cavern, Mammothswine? Swore. Are you headed to the Frost Cavern, trainer? This Mammothswine here usually can't get enough of giving people rides on Route 17, but these days it seems too worried about something in the Frost Caverns to give rides. Mammothswine is a Pokemon that loves cold climates, so maybe it's something amiss in the Frost Cavern. Yeah, that's what we just talked about. Trevor, don't butt in a conversation. Yeah, even this guy's like, and you are? My name is Trevor. I'm researching the distribution of Pokemon in the Kalos region at the Professor Sycamore's request. I see, so that's why you're walking clear out to the Frost Cavern then. Mammothswine seems concerned about something over there, so be careful. I will, thank you. What are you going to do, T-Meister? I'm going to go prepare for my expedition. I guess we're just going to keep on keeping on. Is the Frost Cavern up here? Yeah, let's do it. See if we can't get ourselves another cool ice Pokemon. I guess with Horatio, I guess it's not such a big deal if we don't, but it would be cool. I'd love to... Well, there's only really... What, Bergmite? Or whatever, I think is potentially an ice Pokemon in this region. I'm not sure what other, like, major options we have. Ooh, Doublade. Nice. Okay. The unshiny version. I've gotten so used to seeing Ray that looked weird for a second there. Let's go ahead and... We do have Flamethrower now. Let's go ahead and just throw up the Flamethrower. A little worried about Shadow Sneak for a second there, but didn't use it, and we finished it off in one hit. So, attaboy Olorin. Looking good, man. I know I've talked crap about Olin a little bit before, because he hasn't been necessarily the most useful Pokemon on our team since the start, but he unfortunately has that detrimental nature there that keeps him from really reaching his otherwise amazing potential. Okay, so let's continue on through here. We should get an encounter at some point. Nothing up here. There probably was something on one of those rocks, item-wise or something. I don't know. But another trainer battle is always good. Keeps things interesting, at least. And we should have an encounter in here. So we haven't hit anything yet, but we will. We will. Alright, Raichu coming on out. Beautiful. Alright, so we'll go over to our Pokemon. I really want... I stopped doing my Pokemon Go series. If you guys didn't see my channel update that came out last weekend on Sunday, I checked that out. I've stopped doing some of the series on my channel, so some like the Pokemon Go and some of the other series have kind of gone away. But I really would love to get a Raichu. Raichu's one of my favorite Pokemon, and I really want to get a Raichu in that, because I need to go to an electric type. I've got some decent water and grass and stuff types, but I would love a good, because so many people have good water types, because water types is the most abundant type in the first gen, well, in any gen. The water types far outclass anybody else, but so there's a lot of water types in like gyms and stuff to go up against. But I don't have really any electric types, and I'm waiting to get a good Eevee to potentially try and evolve into a Jolteon or something, but yeah, I'd love to get a Raichu. I don't think I've even seen a Pikachu or anything, so that's probably not likely to happen, but it would be nice. About to send in Golduck. Yeah, let's switch. Golduck is pure water, not water psychic, as I at one point believed. So we'll go ahead and switch into Klungar here. And we don't have any electric types on this team either, so it would have been cool to get like a Heliosisk or something. I might still keep an eye out if we end up finding. Let's go for the Mega Evolution and let's Petal Dance. Even if we find a good Gen 6 electric type, like even Dedenne, like could potentially be interesting. We went up against a decent Dedenne at the electric gym back in Lumiose City, and I wouldn't be totally against it if we ended up actually getting an encounter where we could have a decent electric type. I might do that. I do want to. That actually, that is I believe Venusaur. I should mention actually that between last episode and this episode, we kind of cut off the episode in the middle of a route, and so I finished up the route. I ended up in Denimil City or whatever that city's name was that we started today's episode in, and we walked past. There was a the Lost Hotel. I gotta turn this down just a bit. The Lost Hotel, there on Route 15, I believe it was. And in there, we did actually catch an electric type. We have an Electrode, who I've named Kalik Jr. after our Electrode in the Pokemon Yellow Nuzlocke. But our encounter in the Lost Hotel, I think it was, what the place was called. That was our catch there. So that was kind of cool. I don't anticipate probably really using him much. Mostly because, like, at this point, if I'm going to add Pokemon to the team, I want them to be Gen 6 Pokemon. Nothing against Electrode. Like, I gained a great appreciation for those Pokemon. Okay, so it's kind of like right here. I gained a great appreciation for the Voltorb Electrode line during the Nuzlocke, because they were kind of our savior with, once FireRed got removed from the team, our Pikachu, then we needed some sort of good electric type there, and they definitely stepped right in and really helped out. Crap, hold on, let me try running. If I run, my problem is I don't remember if this is, I think this is a trainer battle. We'll just assume this is a trainer battle. I was talking, and I know we slid over to where that hiker was, but I can't, like, if this jinxes our encounter, I'm going to be kind of upset. Because that would actually be cool. Crap, that was our encounter, wasn't it? Crap. I mean, if I had tried to run to test that, we would have just ran from it, and we wouldn't have been able to get it anyway, I guess, but still, that's disappointing. A Jinx would have actually been interesting. I haven't used a Jinx, really, ever, so that would have been something that would have been worth playing around with. Okay, so Relicanth, we'll go ahead and switch Olorin back out, and Again, I don't really have any good water counters on this team either besides Klungar, so I guess Klungar can come back out, get some screen time. That'll be fine. Even in the Ice Cavern, Klungar's proving invaluable. So yeah, that's disappointing. I mean, if it had been like a... I don't know, we don't really need an Ice Pokemon, and we don't really need a Psychic Pokemon, but it would have been interesting to catch a Jinx. Hopefully Horatio and Olorin will stick around. I mean, yeah, I guess I say that, you know, not keeping in mind backups and stuff, but for all I know, I don't really even remember. We've had such good teammates. Like, the ones that we've actually put on the team have been so good. Let's go ahead and, yeah, we'll switch Pokemon. Because Klungar's asleep. Yeah, Leo. So we'll bring Leonardo in. But yeah, so how have you guys enjoyed, I mean, the game's been out for a little while now. I think some of the hype is kind of worn off. But how have you guys enjoyed Pokemon Go? Has it been, I mean, it was really exciting at the beginning, and then, honestly, for me, kind of the shine's kind of come off of it, especially since they started messing with, like, the tracking stuff, like, and I know the servers were getting a lot of, I mean, I understand from the developer's perspective why they've done what they've done, and it sounds like they are working on a better tracking system, but honestly, ever since they removed the ability to actually, like, see a Pokemon was nearby and have some reasonable expectation of being able to track it down with the step system, ever since they removed that, like, one, that stuff was completely worthless now. You might as well not even put a sightings thing, because you're just gonna get lucky finding something on the side of the road anyway. Like, there's no sightings nearby, none of that stuff is useful at all now that, like, there's no way to use it to actually kind of track something down. So it makes playing the game a lot less fun, and it makes me play the game a lot... it doesn't make playing the game a lot less fun, but it makes me play the game a lot less, because honestly, like... I'm not going to wander around my neighborhood, like, playing the game anymore. I might have it on in my pocket so that, like, when me and the dog are doing walks or something, my eggs will still hatch. But, like, I'm not going to have it out playing it because, like, there's no point. Like, if something happens to pop up or whatever, then fine. But, like, it's not like there's lots of great stuff spawning out by me anyways. So, like, the one random like, we do occasionally get, like, Bulbasaurs out here. Which would be a nice thing to be able to track down, but since that's not a possibility, it's like, well, I'm not gonna, you know, one, it kills your phone, battery like crazy. Okay. Yeah, I figured that was not a great idea. Okay, so, let's bring Sherlock in. But I mean, walking around downtown by my work and stuff, a couple of nights after work, I've just kind of done loops. And picked up, you know, stuff from the Pokestops and stuff like that, and hatched eggs, and battled some gyms and things like... Oh, I used Extra Sentry. I knew I shouldn't have done that. I didn't mean to. I just clicked too quickly. Meant to click Dazzling Gleam. So, I mean, some of that is still fun, and battling the gyms is actually a lot of fun. Once you get it figured out, like, I know in my second or third episode, I think we battled a gym, and I didn't really know what I was doing there at all, and so that didn't go quite as well. But now that I've kind of figured it out, and I've got a couple... Olorin wants to learn Will-O-Wisp. Ooh. Yeah. I do want Olorin to learn Will-O-Wisp. And we do have Fire Pledge on Olorin, but I'm going to actually get rid of it, because we do have Flamethrower now, which is more powerful than Fire Pledge. And so we'll go ahead and do that, get Will-O-Wisp on there, because I think that's going to be one that we'll definitely probably want. Klungar's growing to level 47. Nice. But, I still love the concept, and if they could figure out that tracking stuff a little bit better, we're gonna keep battling. If they could figure out the tracking stuff to kind of get it back to a state, where, you know, it's easier to do, or at least possible to do, I guess I should say, then that would be something completely different. I think I would definitely spend more time with it, because it is a fun concept, and it's cool to wander around and see the Pokemon and things like that. I wish that certain mechanics that, I figured they might have a rock move. Sherlock's pretty bulky, let's see. Okay. I can dig that. So, I mean, there's certain assets, like, I don't necessarily like how, like, all the early Pokemon you get are completely worthless and things like that. Like, your starter Pokemon is really only actually worth, like, 1 candy to you, because you're never going to actually use that thing, sort of deal. And, I was gonna say Sherlock's faster, so we should be fine. So, yeah, I mean, it's just kind of... Some of the mechanics are silly, but I think in general, it's once they get it finalized, especially with the new tracking system they've kind of been talking about, it sounds like it's going to be a lot more detailed than even the original one was. And so I'm pretty excited to see that. And it'll be interesting, but for now, just kind of trying to grind out as I find Pokemon that are useful to me. I'm mostly interested in Pokemon right now that are, what am I saying? I'm mostly interested in Pokemon, like, I've got a couple, like, I've got a Gloom that I'm hoping to evolve, and I've got a Weeping Bell that I'm hoping to evolve, and some like, keeping eyes on Pokemon that I just need the candy for, as opposed to, like, really worrying about tracking down some other things, and getting some interesting things from eggs and all that as well, and all that, which is, it's a fun game. I don't think it's, especially without the tracking thing, part of the reason why I canceled that series, because I'm enjoying playing the game, and you guys seem to like the episodes more or less, but especially with the tracking thing, it's so impossible to make like an interesting, like, we kind of hit all the mechanics, like we caught Pokemon, and we evolved Pokemon, and we went and examined Pokestops and gyms and all of that, and so it's like, kind of once we hit that point, like, okay, so there's no more mechanics to explore, and without the tracking thing being like, hey, there's a Bulbasaur, let's go try and find it, sort of thing, it's not really... Ooh. Okay. Alright. Oh, I took that well. So, I mean, it's just hard to do a series without the ability to, like, do that, like, and just wander and be like, oh, something cool showed up, let me pull out everything and get going with, like, that's just not really possible. So, yeah, it was a tough thing, but, it's, what to send in mine, shall we? Switch Pokemon. Yeah, Olderin took kind of a beating there. I'd hate to leave him in. I don't want to bring Sherlock back in, because Sherlock's getting kind of over-leveled. Let's bring in Klungar. I think Klungar can probably take pretty much anything the Mind Chow will have. But yeah, anyway. I'm curious to see if some of you guys are even still playing Pokemon Go, or if you guys have kind of decided to kind of put it down and all that. The sleeping Venusaur Mega Balls. Roaring in his sleep. That's kind of funny. Yeah, so curious if you guys are still playing. And if you are, what's your best Pokemon? Curious. Mine is still, like, I haven't, like, it's not super populated around here, and it's been so hot this summer that I haven't really spent a lot of time, like, doing tons of walks with the pup. Like, because we'll get halfway out on a walk and he'll be dying already. And so, largely, we've spent time... Okay, hold on. We have folder stores. I'm bored of this. Let's, yeah, that's what I want. Folder store. Use. Klungar. So, I mean, I think our best Pokemon is still... It's like a level 1200 Vaporeon, I think, is our highest level guy. We've got a couple of... pretty much, that's the only one we even have that's over 1,000, I think. And I think we're like level 15, just cracked over 15 or something, maybe. So, I mean, obviously we're not super high level yet. But we haven't had the opportunity with as hot as it's been this summer, and as kind of unpopulated the area around me is. Like, you know, I kind of have to go somewhere specifically if I want to play Pokemon Go effectively, which makes things challenging sometimes. So, yeah, okay, Venusaur. Alright. Oh boy, Klungar! Alrighty. Alright, level 48. Nice. Oh, I've still got the experience all undone. I should probably turn that off. I'm just now realizing that. I mean, it's not a big deal, but yeah. Alrighty, guys. Well, I think that's actually going to end up being it for today. Let me look here. It looks like we might have a double battle there. Why don't we do that really quick? We'll do that really quick. Let me heal up Klungar here, and we will have Klungar and Leo up against this double battle team here. We can potentially see their pledges at work. I don't know if you guys... I think I've, like, once I've actually gotten their combo pledges to go. So if... Here we go. Alright, let's do this battle to wrap things up today, and then we'll probably meet you guys on the other end of the Frost Cavern. I don't remember what exactly is going on in here. like, at all. I know in the anime there was a thing with, like, an Abomasnow and a Snover, and Team Rocket was trying to, like, I can't remember if that was the same place or not. I think it was, because they were, like, on Mamoswines or whatever when that happened. But I'm sure there's some Team Flare shenanigans going on here, but, let's see. I'm gonna leave Klungar. Ooh, actually, no, let's go ahead and use the Grass Pledge on... Go ahead and use it on Grumpig, and we will use the... We're going to Mega Evolve Leo, and we're going to use the Water Pledge on Hariyama. Alright, do I have to use it on the same opponent for them to combine and do their thing? That I'll be curious about. And I use Water Pledge, waiting for Klungar's move. Okay, the Toon Blade one is a combined move! Nice. And it becomes Swampy, which I don't know what that does necessarily. I think that probably... is kind of like grass and water terrain combined, which will make it probably boost the power of both our future grass and water moves. Okay, so let's go Petal Dance on... I'm sorry, what? Petal Dance? Why is it only allowing me to use... I'm clicking Petal Dance, but the only option it's giving me is to use it on Klungar. I don't understand that. Interesting. Okay, so we'll use that, and we'll use this Water Pledge on the Grumpig. Should be good to go. There we go. Klungar gain experience, Leo gain experience. Okay, so that thing rests. Okay, so they do combine into... I guess I wasn't paying close enough attention because the Hariyama used Belly Drum, which is what cut his HP, so I wasn't paying that close of attention, I guess. Okay, so Klungar is going to heal. So let's go ahead and use that. That they actually did physically combine into a single move. And we're going to go ahead and bite the Grumpig with Leo. Now, Leo is a modest Squirtle, or Blastoise, I guess, now. So this bite probably is not going to do a ton. I mean, it did enough. We'll be able to finish off the Grumpig before waking up. Let's go ahead and just throw Venoshock up on the Grumpig and Bite up on the Grumpig, and we'll finish this thing off. There we go. Beauty. Alrighty guys, welcome back. So I wasn't quite sure I said what was going to happen in this cave even, and I mentioned that potentially there was some plotline in the anime with an Abomasnow, and I kind of stumbled into this, while the first part of the video was rendering off the phone, or coming off the phone, and I wasn't able to record it until we got to a stopping point here, and so we did bump into some Team Flare grunts, and we defeated the grunts, and now we have to do the admin battle. Now let me take a quick look. Yeah, we seem to be healthy, so let's go ahead and jump into this and take on Team Flare here. Challenged by Team Flare Mabel. Mabel sends out Houndoom, which is not going to be a very good matchup for our Ray, so we probably should switch her on out. Probably Leo, I would guess. Leo sounds about right. Let's go ahead and switch Leonardo on in. That'll work out nice. No pursuit on the Houndoom, which is good. Houndoom uses embargoes. We're not going to be able to use items, which is fine. Didn't really have an intention of doing so. I doubt Leo's going to need items to protect him from Houndoom. Alright, so let's throw up the surf here. Blastoise Knight, I almost said Blazikenite. Blastoise is going to react, and we're going to get this going here. Bada boom, bada boom! Leonardo! And we'll get the surf going here. Houndoom uses Foul Play, so he's going to go first. Ouch! That hurt! How dare you! Alright, Houndoom goes down. Gain some experience. Leo grows level 49. Not bad, not bad. Right. Oh, still got the experience all on. Oh, and we defeated Mabel. Well, that was quick. Okay, and we gained some money. I've no pinches for losing. Let's get out of here. Alright, and doesn't battling with Team Flare scare you, Team Monster? I'll admit it scares me. I don't like battling them, but we managed to protect Abomasnow by pitching in there. I know I'm the reserve type, and I'm okay with that, but it's more important to be bold when necessary. Mamoswine doesn't have to worry about Abomasnow anymore, and that's what matters. All's well that ends well. Alright. Oh! What's this? Well, someone wants to give you something. Tame Abomasite. Okay, there we go. So we can get our own Mega Abomasnow at some point if we end up catching an Abomasnow or a Snover. And it appears like it's just up to us to continue on out. Because I think, ooh, bear tick. What was I just saying? I wanted to use a bear tick at some point. That'd be fun. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. We got our battle in. We finished up what little plot there was. Again, it was like literally. I think the Grunt had maybe 2 Pokemon, that admin had 1, it was like a tiny little thing, so it was hardly worth even cutting in, but hey, I figured why not, if we're going to spend the episode, you know, walking through this cave, we might as well get what little interesting plot-related information was involved. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Tortimer the Great, and you guys have been great. Make sure to leave those likes, comments, subscriptions for me, guys, and I'll see you all back here next time on the Hexath'locke.